line. Racers, are you ready? Racers ready. Racers set. Go!
Starting with top 16. A little bit slow off the mark here, but these first few sweepers are quite flat, so you can actually push quite far before it stops being effective. You can see Harry keeps pushing even further than I do. Between that, my weight advantage, and a little bit of drafting, I am able to pass them before the chicane. Harry out in front just tuck leaning through the chicane like it's not a problem, but I was struggling. I've got my arm out, I'm grabbing the rail, I'm fighting for balance. He ends up putting a big gap on us going to the straight, but you don't have to be first. It's top two go through, so it's not over yet. This straight was the fastest part of the track. It was very uneven, had lots of wavy bits, a couple of layer changes. The top riders were absorbing this with their lower body. I wasn't doing a very good job of this. Even the little bumps were making me wobble around a lot, and there were times when I was genuinely worried I was going to straight up wobble off my board or not make the gentle curve at the bottom. I was just hoping that the guys behind me were having as bad a time as I was, or that I was at least making it hard for them to pass. During practice, a lot of people were struggling to just get around these last two corners, so I'm trying to take a line that's safe and forces anyone trying to pass into a slower line, or forcing them to make a major error, which is what happens here. This guy doesn't slide, so he takes my inside on the left, but then he's got way too much speed and washes out into the sacks of banana leaves. And I'm through to the semifinals. Fun fact about the shutdown zone here. They paved it overnight between the practice day and the race day, so we could race through the hairpin without the finish being too dangerous. It's pretty cool, but it is awful to slide on. I came back from my lunch break, and the zip on my leathers had broken, so I can't close them properly. I'm not stoked about it.
Yeah, boy. Racers ready. Racers set. Go!
Semifinals. As soon as I push off here, I break all the safety pins holding my leathers together. I can keep up for a little bit, but as soon as the run gets steep, my leathers turn into a big sail and everyone else pulls ahead. So I'm going to do a quick track overview and talk about my takeaways from the race. Starts with mellow sweepers at the top, then steepens into a tight chicane. Slight right, then steepens up again into a long straight. Flattens into a slight left. Big right, big left into a right hairpin. Finish on the exit, and then shut down. My first problem is my push. My top end speed is pretty strong, but I take a while to get there. I need to improve my reaction speed and the amount of power I get in the first few pushes. My biggest weakness though was my stability through the straight and my ability to smoothly corner through the chicane before it. Switching to a more modern race truck definitely helped. So did spending more time on board and just trying to focus on making my riding as smooth as possible. This was my first race in 6 years. I got injured very badly at a race in 2017. Even a year later I was having a hard time just walking. I didn't really skate for a long time. When I did finally come back to skating, I didn't really have the appetite for going fast, let alone racing. But I really loved my time in the Philippines in 2016. So when I saw they were doing a VLT reunion tour, I absolutely needed to go. I considered not racing, but I wanted to make the most of the event, so here I am. And I'm having a pretty good time. So I think my biggest takeaway from this event is that racing is something I can still do, and I still want to do it.
I was so scared, like, all my safety pins popped. I was just like a big fucking sail.
Also, don't break your leathers, I guess.
Yeah, buddy.
Boy. It's ready! Set! Go!
Okay, Consi final time. Better off the line this time, and I managed to push into second. But I suspect the other two behind me may have been holding back a little, so they would be in a better position to pass later on. Trying to get around this guy, but he closes the door. I end up having to give him a little bump. Eventually I do get through and into the lead. Much smoother through here than in my first heat. Mostly in tuck, a little bit of arms wiggling, but not too bad. To keep my leathers closed for this round, Zach Mills helped me wrap about half a roll of duct tape around my chest, which I really appreciated. Thank you, Zach. But what I didn't realize until a couple of corners into the race was that the duct tape was too tight. As soon as I got into tuck, it was so tight around my chest I couldn't breathe, which is not ideal. Coming through the straight, I'm mostly trying to stay in tuck as much as I can without passing out from laying blocks of them, but it's not enough, and these two come rocking through on the inside. So I'm playing it pretty safe, seeing if I can capitalize on any major errors from the guys in front. I do really respect this effort here, but that is just way too fast with nowhere to go, and it lets me straight through into 6th, which I was very happy with. Congratulations, Jules, for winning the Consi final and coming 5th overall.